versus when I'm
Right.
You know what, dude? You're giving me so much great information. Let's just do it, okay?
I just don't want to be cussing if I'm live on radio. Can you edit anything?
I can, but
so you don't want me,
I don't know how.
Okay.
So take your time. Okay. You know, it's just us.
Yeah.
And I ain't your enemy.
No problem.
You ready? Sure. Dennis DeVilbus, Radio Calistoga. We're here with Aaron Harkin. Aaron, you're with Enchanted Resort, isn't that correct?
Correct. I'm the project manager for the Enchanted Resort.
And we are up here on your property in the midst of all these beautiful trees, which actually are a big part of what you plan on doing here at the Enchanted Resort.
Correct. Yeah, now the whole kind of focus of the project is to mold the buildings within the context of the forest and create a one-of-a-kind experience. Using its beauty as the feature for people to come and see.
You know, we hear the name of the resort knocked around a lot. Some of us have taken a look at the materials that are available. Some of us have been to the city council meeting over what is it, about the last year? Isn't that correct, or longer?
A couple of years.
And you know, paid attention to what's going on. But in a nutshell, what is Enchanted Resort going to be up here for the folks that haven't seen all these drawings and renderings and what have you?
We've got a couple different products. We're about a pure hotel. It's 36 cottages, which comprises of 110 key hotel that will have a spa, restaurant, and event building. And then we'll have 20 fractional homes, along with an additional 13 estate lots.
So this is a pretty interesting project. Have you worked on something this big before, or larger, or smaller, or what's your involvement been with your company?
No, I'd say this is my first resort endeavor of this nature. Yeah, no, it's really a unique process. I was also had to work with the city and our team to try to create something that is in keeping with the land, that also meets guest objectives and operational needs. And so it's really quite a process whereby we're working with to ultimately create the best project possible.
Yeah, you're juggling a lot of different plates here. If we remember the old Ed Sullivan shows where they have the plates on the sticks and had to keep them going. You have a property here. Your company would like to develop it. You would like it to fit comfortably as it possibly can into the landscape and the plans here for Calistoga. You want to benefit the city. You want to create jobs. You don't want to damage the environment. I mean, there's a lot of things that have gone into this, a lot of thought that's entered into presenting this project and bringing it this far.
Right. No, you said it in a nutshell. I mean, you got to apply different construction techniques, such as using pier systems, which allows us to place structures very close and interrelate them with the trees. And additionally, you got to place the structures in context with what the land is dictating. And so we've really worked hard to balance that effort so that we're doing something that is in harmony with the landscape, rather than just coming in and forcing structures into the landscape. And so, yeah, and I mean, you said it. It's a balancing act, and I use that word a lot, balance, because it's truly an effort between the various overseers that we have to work with to make sure that we're adhering to the appropriate standards. But then also, we have our job to do to try to make a one-of-a-kind project here.
You got a lot of people looking over your shoulder. You have the folks in the metropolitan Calistoga area. You certainly have the city of Calistoga watching this. You've got Napa County watching what you're doing. The state of California, the federal government. Is the UN involved in this at all?
Not to my knowledge, but we're probably there.
Okay, so you got a lot of agencies watching how you're preparing this, how you're how your project is going to affect the valley, how it's going to affect birds, squirrels, trees, the watershed, all of these things.
Right. Now, I mean, you talk about water, storm management, and so forth. So water and sewer, for example, we're tied in directly to the city of Calistoga rather than tapping our wells on site. We are adhering to our handshake agreement with our neighbors so that we're not tapping the aquifer, which they depend on in the county for their grapes and their living. Additionally, you have to take on responsibilities so that on storm water management, that we're not affecting our adjacent neighbors by keeping the water on site, using pervious pavements so that the water can continue to either percolate back into the ground or queue so that it doesn't affect our neighboring properties. At the end of the day, our kind of our goal here is to be somewhat out of sight, out of mind, tucked in the trees where people can't see us. I mean, at the end of the day, that's our the agreement that we have with the city is to protect the viewshed, and so that as part of the tree removal process, that will be something that will be a part of making sure that we are hidden from the community. And at the end of the day, we're making a very sizable investment here because we believe in Calistoga and what the small town character and the uniqueness of this town brings. And we think that the Napa Valley and the marketplace in general has a unique opportunity here, and we're making that investment because we believe in Calistoga, and a project like this can create a win-win.
I absolutely agree with you. We do live in a special place. Let's walk over here and take a look at the view that we're going to have from the trees over here. The views that we have here out over the valley, we are elevated